MS223 was created in 2003 because there was such a drastic need to change what was happening in this building. This was a very violent building. Kids were hurt daily, and there was very little academics going on.
What's interesting to me is that the kids are immune to all of that. They kind of know that as the way of life and the only way of life. And so they accept it as it is. They don't know any different.
A lot of our kids come to our school without that adult advocate. And our society still hasn't been able to deal with what happens with kids who don't have adult advocates. Well, what we say is we have to become those adult advocates.
The culture that is set here in this school is phenomenal. The collaboration amongst peers, communication between the grade levels and the departments, the willingness to go above and beyond in the name of education for these children is unmatched anywhere.
After having experiences with a lot of places outside of here, is the commitment and dedication of the staff to a standard of excellence. You know, they put in the time and the energy to make sure that our kids get whatever they need in order to be successful.
I think education is the most important issue that our country is facing right now. We have a huge generation of kids who are vastly underperforming their peers in our country and internationally. My kids are smart, my kids are brilliant, they're not where they need to be, and that's going to hurt our country economically in the long term. So I do what I do every day.
For us, it's not about the achievement gap. We don't talk about the achievement gap at MS223, we talk about the experience gap. And we believe strongly that whatever we do here is meant to give kids quality experiences so that they can compete with others.
What excites me about education is the tremendous impact we have on young people and the opportunity to help shape futures and, in fact, transform lives. And that is what Urban Tech's mission is to do, to transform lives through the power of technology.
I came to Urban Tech because it provides solutions for getting to know what's going on in the student's life outside of the classroom, and that, as a result, fosters a sense of motivation in the classroom.
How do you get people who are uncomfortable with health, with these other topics, and make them feel comfortable? And for us, we don't have a choice. We can't just have good teachers. We need to have great teachers. Our kids need great teachers to make up that gap. Not the achievement gap, but the health gap, the role model gap, all these other gaps. And so a program like YLA brings forth and addresses to us those gaps.
The Youth Leadership Academy is a very exciting e-based learning curriculum which is designed to facilitate character development based on social emotional learning. It's exciting because it gives young people an exciting way to learn essential social, emotional, and life skills that prepare them for the future.
The lessons in there and the way that the content is presented with the YLA curriculum is done in a way that engages the children.
The relationships and the context and the cultural relevance of the program is a really important strength that I haven't found in other programs.
Children can explore these issues that are really pertinent to their lives without it being directly them. So, you know, it could be Shauna's problem, it could be Freddie's problem, and they can comment on that and learn through it without having to say, oh, and by the way, this is my problem too.
Our evaluative studies have shown that the Youth Leadership Academy improves attendance, improves academic achievement, improves behavior. So its impact is far-reaching, both from an educational perspective as well as a life skills perspective.
So I've seen a lot of kids who were moderately invested in my social studies class at best sort of turn on and just been like, they're participating in the discussion, they want to share, they want to be there, they're just a lot more excited to be able to participate because it's much more real to them. This is immediately relevant to their lives, and they really like that a lot.
It has brought me closer to my students. You know, growing up, I missed the boat on some of these life lessons, and it actually helped me learn some things along the way about myself.
I've personally witnessed changes in our young people, as well as some of our instructors.
People come to my school and they look at this gentleman and they go, how do I get that at my school? How do I get that for my kids? I have to say, I feel like that experience was triggered with the YLA. And there's not many programs that you can say have transformed people.
I see a lot of kids need help, and I think that if we had the opportunity to put this program in a whole lot of other schools, I think it would be great for the children. I think that they're going to take this information that they got and run with it.
So I think across the board, whether it's in a community center or whether it's in school, we see changes, visible changes in students who are participating in the Youth Leadership Academy.
The biggest challenge is getting the schools the resources to implement the program.
Kids love technology. Technology is absolutely a hook that gets kids involved. And more than that, technology is changing the face of the world. So in social studies class, I view my job honestly more about teaching kids to read and write and synthesize and understand and think than memorizing dates, because Wikipedia will look up the date for you in 5 seconds on your smartphone.
Kids are surrounded by technology every single day, and they don't get enough of it in school due to budget cuts or lack of resources. So what Urban Tech does is it brings the resources to those communities so the kids can work with computers.
One of the things that I'm most proud of with our work at the National Urban Technology Center is that we develop true partnerships. Urban Tech gives and the partner gives, and it's a win-win. If our partner needs something after we provide the initial professional development, our education team goes out and provides one-on-one training. We even do co-teaching when necessary. We troubleshoot, we facilitate, and make sure that our school partners are pleased and happy and successful.
I think Urban Tech support for this program has been outstanding. They are so accessible. The level of contact has been really great. Any questions we have, they are right there to help our teachers through it. They've come in to help our students. They're supporting parent interactions. It should be a model for how to have a partnership with the school.
Urban Tech's mission is to transform lives through the power of technology. And it's just not a statement, it's what we do. This year alone, we're in 15 schools, reaching in excess of 5,000 students. We want to reach 1 million students, and in order to do that, we need donations, we need contributions to help us reach many more students, to change many more lives.